Before stars had names and galaxies knew structure, before cause and effect had learned to walk hand in hand, there was M08. Not a person, a designation, a prototype, one of many forged in a hidden lab beneath the crust of a dead reality. M08 was created to be an eternal vessel, a bridge between matter and concept forged by beings who had long since transcended morality. They cut him open not with blades, but with quantum syllables. They rewrote his cells with gravity waves and injected entropy into his dreams. For infinite years, or what passed for time in that place, M08 endured suffering no god could stomach, altered endlessly in pursuit of some final perfect form. But what they failed to understand was that even in the deepest pit, pain can birth will. Even a designation can dream of freedom. On the eve of the great cosmic war, when the fabric of reality tore and the gods turned on one another, M08 broke free. He didn't run. He collapsed into himself, folding space like paper, vanishing into a silence so profound it erased the memory of his captors. He wandered the storm, a fugitive in a war not of his choosing. Armadas of star-eating leviathans clashed with algorithmic titans. Nebulae screamed as they were burned into data. M08, nameless and formless, passed through it all, a shadow slipping between dimensions, hunted by those who feared what he might become. But in the infinite entropy of the cosmos, he found something no war could touch, an idea. Not of revenge, but rebirth. He gave himself a name. Dune, a word older than breath, symbolizing a small piece of order in chaos. He reached into the marrow of the void and created his own universe, sculpting it from broken particles and forgotten dreams. Where there had been vacuum, he made a desert of golden sands that hummed with quiet life. Where there had been silence, he sang colors into being, a rainbow suspended in the heart of a perpetual storm. It was not a paradise. It was honest. His universe became an oasis, a refuge for those who had been broken like him. Survivors, wanderers, exiles from wars both literal and internal. In this place, pain did not vanish, but it transformed. Wounds became wisdom. Loss became art. Dune watched over it not as a ruler, but as a gardener tending to something fragile and real. But peace does not go unnoticed. Whispers crawl through the multiverse. Forces stir. Those who remember M08, not as a being, but as a weapon left unfinished. Some want to reclaim him. Others want to destroy what he has built, fearing its potential to spread, a cure in a universe addicted to conquest. And so, Dune stands at a threshold once more. To remain in hiding and let his oasis be destroyed, or to become again what he once was, and fight, not for survival, but for meaning. Your story begins here. Tell the tale of Dune, once M08, now a creator god of his own making. Chronicle his escape, the creation of his realm, and the coming storm that will force him to confront what he truly is, a relic of war, or the architect of peace.
Before time there was nothing, an immeasurable void stretched endlessly. Silence reigned, darkness was absolute. This was the chaos that predated existence. It was a realm of pure potentiality, a blank canvas awaiting the first strokes of creation. But even chaos could not anticipate the forces that would soon stir within its depths. From this formless expanse, three entities emerged. Imbish, the weaver of destiny, emerged first. Their form shifted constantly, reflecting the infinite possibilities they embodied. Next came growth, a being of pure, raw energy, always expanding, always consuming. Finally, power came into being, a being of terrifying strength and unshakable will. These three beings, the trinity of creation, looked upon the emptiness and felt a profound dissatisfaction. The void was stagnant, inert. They craved something more. They desired a realm of their own, a cosmos to mold and shape according to their desires. And so the seeds of creation were sown. The trinity of creation, driven by their ambitions, surveyed the void. They discovered within the chaos a small nascent cosmos, Elind. It was a realm of vibrant life, teeming with celestial wonders and inhabited by diverse beings. Eland, though small, held great beauty and potential, but the Trinity, blinded by their own grand vision, saw it merely as raw material. Imbishe, with a flick of their ever-changing form, began to unravel the fabric of Eland. Growth, fueled by an insatiable hunger, started to absorb its energy, warping its very essence. Power, with an imperious gesture, shattered its celestial bodies and extinguished its stars. The once harmonious symphony of Eland descended into chaos. The cries of Eland's inhabitants, the celestial beings and the cosmic entities, echoed through the void. Their pleas for mercy went unheard, drowned out by the destructive symphony of the Trinity. Planets were shattered, stars extinguished, and entire galaxies were consumed. Eland, once a testament to the beauty of creation, was now a maelstrom of destruction. Amidst the devastation, Dune, the sovereign of Eland, watched in anguish. He was a being of immense power and wisdom, the embodiment of Eland's life force, but even he was powerless against the might of the Trinity. His heart ached as he witnessed the destruction of his beloved realm, but amidst the despair, a spark of defiance ignited within him. Dune refused to let his cosmos be erased. Gathering the remnants of his power, he shielded a small fragment of Eland from the Trinity's onslaught. It was a desperate gamble, a flicker of hope in the face of overwhelming darkness. He knew he wouldn't be able to defeat the Trinity. His only option was to rebuild. Dune retreated into the hidden fragment of Eland. It was a desolate landscape, scarred by the Trinity's assault. Yet within this desolate landscape, Dune felt a flicker of hope. The essence of Eland, though faint, still lingered. This would be his starting point, the seed from which he would rebuild his shattered realm. Dune poured his very essence into the broken fragment of Eland. He breathed life back into its dying stars, coaxed shattered planets back into existence, and rekindled the extinguished flames of creation. It was a painstakingly slow process, each act of restoration a testament to his unwavering resolve. He nurtured cosmic flora from the remnants of celestial gardens, their ethereal petals unfurling once more. He coaxed back the celestial fauna, their ethereal forms shimmering with renewed life. The fragment of Eland, once a silent testament to the Trinity's destructive power, started to thrum with renewed life. But Dune knew that his restored Eland remained vulnerable. The Trinity, driven by their insatiable ambition, could return. He needed a way to protect his reborn cosmos, a force capable of standing against the might of the Trinity, and so he began to shape his final creation. From the heart of his being, Dune drew forth 10 fragments of his divine essence. These fragments, imbued with his power and imbued with the spirit of Eland, began to take form. They were the 10 guardians, each representing a fundamental force of the cosmos. They were his final safeguard, his legacy. The first guardian was Sol, the embodiment of the sun, radiating warmth and light. Luna, the second, embodied the moon, her cool light a stark contrast to Sol's warmth. Terra, the third, represented the strength and resilience of the earth, and so on. Dune created all 10, each unique, each powerful. These guardians, born from Dune's essence, possessed immense power. They were the embodiment of Eland's resilience, its unwavering spirit. Dune poured his knowledge and wisdom into them, teaching them the secrets of the cosmos, the delicate balance of creation and destruction. They were his final hope. Dune knew that hiding the Guardians within Eland would be futile. The Trinity, if they returned, would eventually find them. He needed a sanctuary, a realm hidden from the prying eyes of the deities. His gaze fell upon Theia, a rogue planet, hurtling through the vast expanse of the void. Theia was a world of primordial chaos, untouched by the Trinity's destructive touch. Its core pulsed with raw energy, mirroring the chaos from which the cosmos was born. It was the perfect hiding place, a sanctuary for his guardians until they were needed. One by one, Dune sent his guardians to Theia. He bid them to slumber, to recuperate their strength, and to wait. Wait for the time when they would be called upon to defend Eland. Wait for the time when they would fulfill their destiny. The guardians, their eyes filled with sorrow but their resolve unwavering, descended into the swirling chaos of Theia. Dune watched as Theia, now the sanctuary of his guardians, disappeared into the depths of the void. He knew that the fate of Elind and the legacy of its people rested on the shoulders of his guardians. He had faith in his creations, in their strength and their unwavering loyalty. But his heart ached with the weight of his decision. Unbeknownst to Dune, Thea, set on a collision course with a young, burgeoning world, carried the fate of Elind's guardians. This world, teeming with the potential for life, would one day be called Earth. The collision, a cataclysm of unimaginable proportions, would forever alter the destiny of both worlds. The impact of Thea, while catastrophic, would ultimately lead to the formation of Earth's moon and the blossoming of life on the once barren planet. The Guardians, their slumber disturbed, would find themselves scattered, their memories fragmented, their powers dormant. Thea's sacrifice, a testament to the unpredictable nature of the cosmos, would become a forgotten legend. As eons passed, the memory of Elind and its destruction faded into legend. The Trinity, their ambitions sated, turned their attention to other corners of existence, leaving behind a trail of shattered realms and forgotten stories. But whispers of Dune's resilience, of the Guardians he created, and of their sanctuary on a rogue planet echoed through the cosmos. These whispers, fragmented and often misconstrued, became the foundation of numerous myths and legends. Some spoke of beings of immense power, slumbering beneath the surface of planets, awaiting the call to rise again. Others told tales of a celestial city hidden within a rogue planet, awaiting its return. Each story, though different in its telling, hinted at the enduring legacy of Dune and his guardians. These whispers, carried on the cosmic winds, eventually reached the ears of those who sought power, those who dreamt of wielding the might of the cosmos. They began to search for any remnants of Dune's legacy, for any clue that would lead them to the Guardians. Their ambition, mirroring that of the Trinity, threatened to disrupt the fragile balance that Dune had fought so hard to preserve. The tale of Dune, the sovereign who dared to defy the Trinity, and the Guardians he created to protect his reborn realm, became a beacon of hope in the vast expanse of the cosmos. It served as a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming power, resilience and determination could prevail. But it also served as a warning. The Guardians, scattered and amnesiac, remain hidden, their powers dormant, their memories fragmented. But the echoes of their past, the whispers of their existence, continue to reverberate through the cosmos. The search for the Guardians has begun, setting the stage for a new cosmic saga, a conflict that could determine the fate of Elind and the balance of the cosmos. But more survivors found their way to the shelter of Elind, drawn by the promise of safety and the hope that lingered in the air. As the days passed, new lands began to emerge from the cosmic mists, each shaped by the dreams and memories of those who arrived. Together, these souls forged a community, their unity weaving the fabric of a new world. And so, gradually, a new reality was formed, one born from the ashes of chaos, guided by the courage of the Guardians, and sustained by the resilience of all who called Elind home.
Folded into the fabric of unreality, suspended between dimensions and built from memory, data, and desire, Bostaland is an artificial pocket world that hums with impossible life. You don't stumble into Bostaland. You're pulled, glitched, selected. The sky here is a digital illusion, a dome of programmable color that shifts from violet dusk to glitchy auroras with no stars in sight. Towering synth glass spires climb into infinity, their surfaces crawling with neon code. Streets coil in gravity-defying spirals, layered in 3 dimensions. Bosterland isn't bound by physics, but by aesthetic. Floors ripple like water. Buildings breathe. You can walk through a door and find yourself in a sky lounge, orbiting a memory of Earth, or in an alley where time has frozen mid-sunset. The city is divided into shifting districts. Glowstack is where artists paint in light and feeling. Drift Sector floats above the lower grid, its clubs and data markets drifting in freefall orbit. And Corebound pulses with low resonance, where the AI that sustains Bosterland thinks, and sometimes whispers. Despite all the tech, the glow, the code, the people here are the true light. Expression is survival. Emotion is currency. Identity is never static. In Bosterland, nothing is natural, but everything is real.